Welcome to Simple English Chat, the podcast where we make learning English, well, simple and fun. I'm your host, Leo.
And I'm your other host, Mia. We're so happy you're joining us today, whether you're on a walk, cleaning your house, or just relaxing with a cup of tea.
That's right. And today, Mia, we have a super exciting episode planned. We're going to tackle something that many English learners ask about. What are the most important words to know?
Exactly. And we're not talking about super easy words like cat or house, or super hard words like ephemeral or quixotic. We're focusing on those just right words. The ones you hear all the time, the ones that help you understand so much more.
We've picked out 100 key words, what we call medium difficulty words, that are super useful for everyday conversation, reading, and even writing. And we're going to go through them in a podcast style, discussing them, giving examples, and making it easy to understand.
Our goal is to break them down into simple terms. So, if you have a notebook, maybe grab it. Or just listen and let the words sink in. Ready to dive in, Leo?
Absolutely, Mia. Let's kick things off with our first set of words. We're going to start with some important verbs, action words.
Chapter 1. Essential Verbs, Action Words.
First up, we have achieve. To achieve means to successfully reach a goal or a result, often after effort. For example, she worked hard to achieve her dream of becoming a doctor.
Yes, it's about success. Another great verb is develop. This means to grow or cause something to grow or become more advanced. Like, we need to develop new skills for the future. Or, the company will develop a new product.
Good one. Next, require. If something requires something, it means it needs it. This job will require a lot of patience. Or, plants require water to grow. It's essential.
And then we have provide. To provide means to give or supply something to someone. The school will provide books for all the students. Or, can you provide me with more information?
Very useful. How about determine? This means to find out or firmly decide something. The police will determine the cause of the accident. Or, I need to determine which path to take.
Ooh, good one. And related to that, evaluate. To evaluate means to judge or assess the quality or value of something. We need to evaluate the results of the project. Or, the teacher will evaluate your progress.
Excellent. Let's do a few more verbs. Establish. This means to set up or create something, like an organization, a rule, or a connection. They plan to establish a new business in the city. Or, let's establish some ground rules for our meeting.
And maintain. To maintain means to keep something in good condition or to continue something. You need to maintain your car regularly. Or, it's hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle sometimes.
So true. And then improve. This means to make something better or to get better yourself. He wants to improve his English speaking skills. Or, we need to improve the quality of our services.
And lastly, for this set of verbs, enhance. This is similar to improve, but often means to make something better or more attractive. Good lighting can enhance the beauty of a room. Or, this new feature will enhance the user experience.
Wow, 10 verbs already. And they are all super common. So we have achieve, develop, require, provide, determine, evaluate, establish, maintain, improve, and enhance. Great start.
Chapter 2. Useful Nouns, Things and Ideas. All right, let's move on to some essential nouns. These are words for people, places, things, or ideas. First up, opportunity. An opportunity is a chance to do something, usually something good. This job is a great opportunity for me. Or, don't miss this opportunity to learn.
Yes, everyone loves an opportunity. Next, solution. A solution is an answer to a problem. We need to find a solution to this traffic problem. Or, What's your solution to feeling tired all the time?
Good question, Leo. And then impact. Impact means the powerful effect that something has on a situation or person. The new law will have a big impact on the environment. Or, his words had a strong impact on me.
Definitely. Next, process. A process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. Learning a new language is a long process. Or, what's the process for applying for a visa?
Very important word. Then we have individual. An individual is a single person, separate from others. Every individual has unique talents. Or, we respect the rights of each individual.
And related to that, community. A community is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Our local community is very supportive. Or, it's important to build a strong online community.
Absolutely. Then, strategy. A strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. The company needs a new marketing strategy. Or, what's your strategy for winning the game?
And a similar word, approach. An approach is a way of dealing with something or someone. We need a new approach to solving this problem. Or, her approach to teaching is very effective.
Then, benefit. A benefit is an advantage or profit gained from something. The new policy will bring many benefits to the citizens. Or, what are the benefits of exercising regularly?
And finally, for this set of nouns, challenge. A challenge is something difficult that needs great effort and skill to achieve. Learning English can be a challenge, but it's rewarding. Or, he accepted the challenge of running a marathon.
So, for our nouns, we covered opportunity, solution, impact, process, individual, community, strategy, approach, benefit, and challenge. These are all words you'll hear and use constantly. Chapter 3. Descriptive Adjectives. Describing words.
All right, let's move on to adjectives. These are words that describe nouns. First up, efficient. If something is efficient, it means it works well without wasting time or energy. The new machine is very efficient. Or, we need to find more efficient ways to work.
Yes, being efficient is great. Next, effective. This means successful in producing a desired or intended result. This medicine is very effective against the flu. Or, her teaching methods are very effective.
Good distinction between efficient and effective. Next, diverse. Diverse means showing a great deal of variety, very different. Our team is very diverse, with people from many countries. Or, the city has a diverse range of restaurants.
Love that word. And then global. Global means relating to the whole world, worldwide. Climate change is a global problem. Or, many companies now have a global presence.
And the opposite, in a way, local. Local means relating to or characteristic of a particular area or neighborhood. We support local businesses. Or, the local news is important to me.
Very useful pair. Then, traditional. Traditional means existing in or as part of a tradition, long established. We had a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. Or, learning a language can involve both traditional and modern methods.
And its opposite, modern. Modern means relating to the present or recent times as opposed to the remote past. I prefer modern art to classical art. Or, we live in a very modern apartment building.
Good examples. Next, ancient. Ancient means belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence. The pyramids are ancient wonders. Or, we studied ancient history in school.
And then future. This describes something that will happen or exist at a later time. We need to plan for future generations. Or, what are your future plans?
And for this set, current. Current means belonging to the present time, happening now. What's the current situation? Or, I'm reading a book about current events.
Excellent. So, our adjectives were efficient, effective, diverse, global, local, traditional, modern, ancient, future, and current. These words really help you paint a clearer picture when you're speaking or writing.
Chapter 4. More verbs for everyday use. All right, let's jump back into verbs. We can never have too many good action words. First up, consider. To consider means to think carefully about something, typically before making a decision. I need to consider all the options before I choose. Or, have you considered moving to a new city?
Good one. Then, suggest. To suggest means to put forward an idea or plan for consideration. I suggest we take a break now. Or, can you suggest a good movie to watch?
And explore. To explore means to travel in or through an unfamiliar area in order to learn about it. But it can also mean to examine or discuss a subject or issue in detail. Let's explore new ideas for the project. Or, we're going to explore the possibility of working from home.
Very versatile word. Next, reflect. To reflect means to show an image of something on a surface, like a mirror. But it also means to think deeply or carefully about something. The mirror reflected her image. Or, I need some time to reflect on what happened.
Great example of a word with two meanings. Then, propose. To propose means to put forward a plan or suggestion for consideration by others. He will propose a new budget to the committee. Or, he proposed to his girlfriend. That's a romantic use.
Haha. Yes, a very specific kind of proposal. How about participate? To participate means to take part in an activity or event. Everyone should participate in the discussion. Or, did you participate in the school play?
And contribute. To contribute means to give something, especially money or time, to help achieve or provide something. She likes to contribute to charity. Or, everyone should contribute their ideas during the meeting.
Then, address. To address means to speak to someone directly, but it also means to deal with or discuss a problem or issue. The speaker will address the audience. Or, we need to address the issue of food waste.
Another word with multiple important meanings. Next, interact. To interact means to act in such a way as to have an effect on another. It's important for children to interact with others. Or, how do humans and animals interact?
And finally for this set, engage. To engage means to occupy or attract someone's interest or attention. The teacher tries to engage the students with fun activities. Or, we need to engage with our customers more.
So, our second set of verbs, consider, suggest, explore, reflect, propose, participate, contribute, address, interact, and engage. These are all about thought, action, and communication. Chapter 5. Concepts and Structures. Nouns.
Let's get into some more important nouns. These words often represent concepts or structures. Starting with resource. A resource is a stock or supply of money, materials, staff, and other assets that can be drawn on by a person or organization in order to function effectively. Water is a precious resource. Or, we need more human resources for this project.
Yes, very common. Then, structure. A structure is the arrangement of and relations between the parts or elements of something complex. It can also be a building. The structure of the atom is complex. Or, the old building has a strong structure.
And framework. A framework is a basic structure underlying a system, concept, or text. The new policy provides a framework for future development. Or, we need to build a strong framework for our ideas.
Good one. Next, principle. A principle is a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior or for a chain of reasoning. Honesty is a guiding principle in my life. Or, we need to understand the basic principles of physics.
And factor. A factor is a circumstance, fact, or influence that contributes to a result or outcome. Cost is an important factor in our decision. Or, what are the main factors affecting climate change?
Very important word. Then, element. An element is a part or aspect of something abstract, especially one that is essential or characteristic. Trust is a key element in any friendship. Or, what are the elements of a good story?
Good. An aspect. An aspect is a particular part or feature of something. Let's consider every aspect of the problem. Or, what aspects of your job do you enjoy the most?
Then, perspective. A perspective is a particular attitude towards or a way of regarding something, a point of view. Try to see things from a different perspective. Or, her perspective on the situation was very helpful.
And concept. A concept is an abstract idea, a general notion. The concept of freedom is very important. Or, it's a difficult concept to explain.
And finally for this set, theory. A theory is a supposition or system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. Einstein's theory of relativity is famous. Or, do you have a theory about why he left?
So, our nouns in this set were resource, structure, framework, principle, factor, element, aspect, perspective, and theory. These words help you talk about more complex ideas.
Chapter 6. Adjectives for clarity and scope. Let's get some more adjectives in here. These help us describe things with more precision. Starting with significant. Significant means sufficiently great or important to be worthy of attention, noteworthy. There was a significant increase in sales this month. Or, this is a significant moment in history.
Yes, a very strong word. Then, relevant. Relevant means closely connected or appropriate to what is being done or discussed. Please stick to relevant topics. Or, is this information relevant to our discussion?
And potential. Potential means having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. She has great potential as an artist. Or, we need to identify potential problems.
Good one. Next, crucial. Crucial means extremely important because it will affect other things. It's crucial to make the right decision now. Or, water is crucial for life.
Very strong. And essential. Essential means absolutely necessary or important. Food and water are essential for survival. Or, it's essential that you arrive on time.
Similar to crucial, but perhaps a bit broader. Then, primary. Primary means of chief importance, principal. Our primary goal is customer satisfaction. Or, what is your primary reason for coming here?
And secondary. Secondary means coming after, less important than, or resulting from someone or something else that is primary. Health is my primary concern. Money is secondary.
Good pair. Next, complex. Complex means consisting of many different and connected parts. This is a complex problem with no easy answer. Or, the human brain is incredibly complex.
And the opposite, simple. Simple means easily understood or done, presenting no difficulty. This is a simple recipe to follow. Or, sometimes the simple solutions are the best.
And finally for this set, unique. Unique means being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else. Every snowflake is unique. Or, he has a unique sense of humor.
So, our adjectives were significant, relevant, potential, crucial, essential, primary, secondary, complex, simple, and unique. These words really help you describe things with more accuracy. Chapter 7. Verbs for action and change.
Let's keep moving with our verbs. These are all about doing things. First, manage. To manage means to be in charge of something, or to succeed in doing or dealing with something. She manages a team of 10 people. Or, how do you manage to get so much done?
Great word. Then, handle. To handle means to deal with a situation or problem. Can you handle this task for me? Or, he's good at handling difficult customers.
Similar to manage, but often implies a bit more direct interaction with a problem. Next, adapt. To adapt means to adjust to new conditions. It takes time to adapt to a new culture. Or, animals adapt to their environment.
And adjust. To adjust means to alter or move something slightly in order to achieve a desired fit, appearance, or result. Can you adjust the volume on the TV? Or, I need to adjust my schedule.
Good distinction. Adapt is more about yourself changing to fit. Adjust is more about making small changes to something else. Next, transform. To transform means to make a thorough or dramatic change in the form, appearance, or character of something. The internet has transformed the way we communicate. Or, caterpillars transform into butterflies.
Wonderful word. Then evolve. To evolve means to develop gradually, especially from a simple to a more complex form. Technology continues to evolve rapidly. Or, human language has evolved over thousands of years.
And generate. To generate means to produce or create something. The new solar panels will generate electricity. Or, we need to generate new ideas for the campaign.
Then create. To create means to bring something into existence. Artists create beautiful paintings. Or, we need to create a more welcoming atmosphere.
And implement. To implement means to put a decision, plan, or agreement into effect. The company will implement the new policy next month. Or, it's time to implement our plans.
And finally for this set, execute. To execute means to carry out or put into effect a plan, order, or course of action. The team will execute the strategy perfectly. Or, the software executes commands quickly.
So, our verbs were manage, handle, adapt, adjust, transform, evolve, generate, create, implement, and execute. These are all about making things happen or changing them.
Chapter 8. Quantifiers and Relationships. Nouns and Adjectives. Let's dive into some words that help us talk about amounts, relationships, and connections. First, quantity. Quantity means the amount or number of a material or abstract thing not usually estimated by spatial extent or size. We need a large quantity of food for the party. Or, what quantity of ingredients do I need?
Good one. Then, quality. Quality means the standard of something as measured against other things of a similar kind, the degree of excellence of something. We always aim for high-quality products. Or, her work shows great quality.
Super important distinction between quantity and quality. Next, category. A category is a class or division of people or things regarded as having particular shared characteristics. Which category does this book belong to? Or, we need to sort these items into different categories.
And range. A range is a set of different things of the same general type. The store offers a wide range of products. Or, he has a good range of skills.
Then, proportion. Proportion means a part, share, or number considered in relation to a whole. A large proportion of the students pass the exam. Or, the proportion of men to women in the class is equal.
And ratio. Ratio is the quantitative relation between two amounts showing the number of times one value contains or is contained within the other. The ratio of apples to oranges is 2 to 1. Or, what's the ratio of teachers to students?
A bit more mathematical than proportion, but related. Next, correlation. Correlation means a mutual relationship or connection between two or more things. There's a strong correlation between exercise and good health. Or, is there a correlation between age and happiness?
And distinction. Distinction means a difference or contrast between similar things or people. It's important to make a distinction between fact and opinion. Or, what's the distinction between these two words?
Then, comparison. Comparison means the act or instance of comparing. Let's make a comparison between the two phones before buying. Or, there's no comparison between living in the city and the countryside.
And finally for this set, contrast. Contrast means the state of being strikingly different from something else in juxtaposition or close association. There's a sharp contrast between their personalities. Or, I like the contrast of light and dark in the painting.
So our words were quantity, quality, category, range, proportion, ratio, correlation, distinction, comparison, and contrast. These help you describe how things relate to each other, or how many there are. Chapter 9. Abstract Nouns and Core Ideas.
We're getting through these words, Mia. Let's hit some more abstract nouns, ideas and concepts that are super important. First, value. Value means the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. Education has great value. Or, what do you value most in life?
Yes, very deep word. Then, significance. Significance means the quality of being worthy of attention, importance. The discovery has great scientific significance. Or, what's the significance of this event?
Similar to significant as an adjective. Next, relevance. Relevance means the quality or state of being closely connected or appropriate. The relevance of this topic to our daily lives is clear. Or, does this information have any relevance to the case?
Good. And integrity. Integrity means the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. He is a man of great integrity. Or, we value the integrity of our data.
Excellent word. Then, credibility. Credibility means the quality of being convincing or believable. The witness's credibility was questioned. Or, the newspaper lost credibility after publishing false stories.
And authenticity. Authenticity means the quality of being authentic or genuine. We doubt the authenticity of the painting. Or, she always speaks with great authenticity.
Then, validity. Validity means the quality of being logically or factually sound, soundness or cogency. We need to check the validity of these claims. Or, the experiment confirmed the validity of the theory.
And reliability. Reliability means the quality of being trustworthy or of performing consistently well. The reliability of this car is excellent. Or, we need to ensure the reliability of our data.
Next, efficiency. Efficiency means the state or quality of being efficient. We need to improve the efficiency of our operations. Or, the new system increased efficiency.
And finally, for this set, effectiveness. Effectiveness means the degree to which something is successful in producing a desired result, success. We need to measure the effectiveness of the new marketing campaign. Or, what's the effectiveness of this medication?
So, our abstract nouns were value, significance, relevance, integrity, credibility, authenticity, validity, reliability, efficiency, and effectiveness. These words help you talk about more abstract qualities and concepts.
Chapter 10. Adverbs and Connectors. How, when, where, why. All right, Leo, for our final set of 10 words, let's look at some adverbs and connectors. These words help us link ideas and describe actions more precisely. First, consequently. Consequently means as a result, therefore. He didn't study, consequently, he failed the exam. Or, the road was wet, consequently, the car slid.
Very useful for showing cause and effect. Then, subsequently. Subsequently means after something else, afterwards. He got a job and subsequently moved to a new city. Or, the initial plan changed, and subsequently we had to adapt.
Good distinction between consequently and subsequently. Next, initially. Initially means at first, at the beginning. Initially, I found English difficult, but now I love it. Or, initially, the idea seemed crazy, but it worked.
And eventually. Eventually means in the end, especially after a long delay, dispute, or series of problems. After many tries, he eventually succeeded. Or, we waited for hours, and eventually the bus arrived.
Then, furthermore. Furthermore means in addition, besides. It's used to add another point to an argument. It's too expensive. Furthermore, it's too far away. Or, the food was delicious. Furthermore, the service was excellent.
And however. However means in spite of this, nevertheless. It's used to introduce a statement that contrasts with something that has just been said. It was raining. However, we still went for a walk. Or, she was tired. However, she continued working.
Very common. Next, therefore. Therefore means for that reason. Consequently. She's very busy. Therefore, she can't come to the party. Or, all men are mortal. Socrates is a man. Therefore, Socrates is mortal.
Classic example. Then, whereas. Whereas means in contrast or comparison with the fact that. It's used to show a contrast. Some people like coffee, whereas others prefer tea. Or, my brother is tall, whereas I am short.
And overall. Overall means taking everything into account. The overall impression was good. Or, overall, I'm happy with the results.
And finally, our 100th word, ultimately. Ultimately means in the end, finally. He ultimately decided to pursue his passion. Or, the decision will ultimately affect everyone.
Wow, Leo. We did it. 100 keywords.
We sure did, Mia. That was a marathon of words, but I hope our listeners found it super helpful. We covered verbs, nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. All words that are not too easy, not too hard, but incredibly useful for building your English vocabulary.
Exactly. These are the words that will unlock so many more conversations, articles, and even movies for you. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Take these words, practice them, and try to use them in your own sentences.
And don't worry if you didn't catch every single one or remember them all right away. You can always replay this episode.
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into some essential English vocabulary. We had so much fun discussing them with you.
We did. Thank you so much for joining us on Simple English Chat. We love helping you on your English learning journey.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcasts. It helps other learners find us. We would really appreciate any feedback you have for us, good or bad.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep chatting in English.
Bye for now.
See you next time.